it. Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna freeze your neck.
Hey, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's got to be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay? Big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's game time, and no doubt this fella's ready to go. Time for him to add to those passing stats and hopefully add a win to their record, too. It's the Vikings going up against the Redskins. With that, let's get up to FedEx Field. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Let's go! They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run it again with Sims. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find... Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He's got a man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 on the play, so they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle to Garçon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 1. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Flush to his right. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Redskins. Back to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
So I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So out now come the Redskins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, we're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. They're dangerous. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it... The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker. I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh. Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
It's the secondary. They really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3rd down now following the run.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A dump off to Sims. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw here. Finding time. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down, Washington. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down to the tight end.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Still on his feet. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the dump off at second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 10th-year linebacker, Chad Greenway, in there to... And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Let's go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun